Yep, windowed mode. There we go, I think we got it right this time. Chat's open. Alright, everything's set. Let's get some announcements out. I just realized now I forgot to prepare an announcement, so I'm gonna need a moment to do that. Alright. Let's begin the stream. Hey guys! Gamers. Well, actually, I should get the main menu here real quickly. Hey guys! Gamers in the zone, and welcome to Touhou 13 10 Desires. It definitely took us a while to get to this point, but after finally resolving all those extra stages, we can finally move on to the next game. Hey there, Jedi Women Gamer, welcome to the stream. Can't wait for tomorrow, haven't seen you at your house in a few months, but all that changes tomorrow. Yeah, I know, the class I was taking, it was definitely a difficult one, but I managed to get through it, and I think with that being said, I don't have to write any essays for college anymore, and now we have some time off that, yeah, we can go ahead and have another get-together. And yeah, the main reason why this stream started late is that, yeah, I did take some time before starting the stream to have the bathroom nice and clean for you when you come over, so I'm certain you'll appreciate that. Up next, was there something else I wanted to talk about? I could think of something, but I don't know if it's a relevant topic to the stream. I mainly just want to get to the game. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and see what this game is about. Once again, I have the Moria Shrine website opened up, so I can go ahead and read what the story is with this game. Oh, there's gonna be 4 playable characters this time. We haven't had, like, 4 different playable characters since, like, Touhou 8. Okay, this'll be interesting. Reimu, Marisa, Sene. Okay, the same characters as well. And Yomu! That's a new one. Previously, yeah, it was Reimu, Marisa, and Sene, but now we got 4 characters. 2 shot types each. Oh, boy. So, we're gonna have to get... There's 8 different good endings, then. That is going to be difficult. Alright, let's go ahead and see what the story is in this game. There are spirits everywhere. Normal spirits should be of no concern, but those sighted of late have been different from the usual types. Uncertain what to make of the situation, our girls are off once again to seek answers. Okay, so there's no clear incident going on yet, according to the story, other than that. Okay, there's some mysterious spirits going around of what's going on here. I mean, that's how most incidents start, figuring out, like, what's going on here, and I'm certain we'll get a bit more of an idea as we play the game. Let's see here. Unique gameplay mechanics. Focus-based shot types. In this game, our girls came prepared. The reason there isn't a shot type select for any of them this time around is because they brought everything they've got. Oh, okay. So rather than having unique shot types... Okay, so it is kind of like Touhou 8 then. Very similar, probably. 2 shot types are active at all times. One weaker one is always used whether you're focused or not. For example, Reimu's non-homing amulets. Your strong shot switches depending on whether you're focused or not. For example, Reimu's homing amulets are unfocused, and her evil sealing needles while focused. All shot types gain power together. So there's no need to worry about whether you're focusing when you collect power items. Interesting. Oh, so like both shot types power up when I collect power. Okay. Focusing. Divine spirits, along with power and along with power and point items, there are little translucent orbs that sit in place when they spawn, which are divine spirits in question. Each serves their own function. Okay, so these are kind of like the UFOs, I'm guessing, in a way. Looks like it. Okay, blue spirits add to your point value and trance gauge. More about that below. Pink spirits are the game's life pieces. Okay, so I want to aim for the pink spirits. Collect enough and you'll earn an extend. Each subsequent life requires you to collect more pink spirits than the previous one, starting at 8. Interesting. So wait, okay, starting at 8. So it's like 8 the minimum and it gets higher or something? I'm gonna have to figure that out more as I play the game, but yeah, I can definitely see how, like, depending on how much I want to go for extra life, because unlike the previous game, there was, like, no alteration depending on the amount of times I went for the red UFOs, so I kept wanting to go for them. But yeah, if they're gonna make it, like, more difficult to get extra lives from the pink spirits, I guess I'll want to think more carefully then about, like, if I should be going for extra lives, or, like, when I'll probably want to go for what's probably next here, the green spirits, which are the game's bomb pieces. Collect 8 to earn a bomb spell card. Look up that Mountain Dew in. I know we haven't quite started the game yet, but I was in the mood. Gray spirits appear only when you defeat a lot of enemies in a row or die. Their main purpose is to add to your trance gauge, but they also act like gold-bordered point items that are worth max points no matter where on screen you collect them. Okay, that's an interesting concept for points. Bosses also drop spirits between phases, along with the usual power point item batch. In addition, they also gradually drop blue spirits at all times. Slowly if you're far away, ridiculously fast if you're right next to them. This is a technique called boss grazing, and is popular for use in score runs. Trance. In the lower left corner of the screen, you can see the trance gauge, which starts the game at 1 full plane, then goes up to a maximum of 3. If the gauge is full, you can manually enter trance anytime by hitting the trance button. You also automatically enter trance whenever you die, as in you must fail to death bomb. Interestingly though, you can also death trance, which, as the game may imply, involves hitting trance right after getting hit to enter a trance manually, halfway losing life. Okay, so this is like this game's version of death bombing. I'm certain it hasn't told me what trance does yet, though. Let's keep it. The timing is very strict, however, the amount of time you spend in trance depends on the charge you had on the gauge. up to 10 full seconds for 3 full flames. Trance makes you completely invulnerable and makes you very powerful for those precious few seconds you get. Okay, so it's kind of like this game's version of the supernatural border, in a way. Regardless of how you enter trance, the gauge will be totally empty afterward. Yomu's sword. Yomu functions differently from the other girls. When she focuses, instead of switching to another shot type, she stops firing to ready herself to draw her swords. Simply let go of the focus button after charging to unleash a slash combo. Yomu's sword slash combo starts at 3 slashes and gains 1 extra slash per power level. So the max of 4.0 power. She slashes a total of 6 times. Score file, the score file. Okay, this is, I think, details on, like, I guess, like, patches or a download of some kind. Okay. Alright then. Let's go ahead and get into the game now. I'm certain all you guys have been eager to see me start the game. So I've taken the time to read the description, so I have a slight understanding of some of the new unique mechanics along with the story. So, let's go ahead and get started. This is Touhou 1310 Desires. Practice start, replay, player dynamic. Okay, this is... Wait, I can access the manual? Hang on. Found it. Story. A mysterious substance that comes out of the body, known as a divine spirit, is a phenomenon observed in humans, yokai, and even fairies. It isn't really harmful, but certain girls can't ignore such things and head to the netherworld, the most likely place to discover its origin. Okay, so that's interesting. The actual game mentions some different story details than what the download page said for the story. So is it like... oh, I can actually transition between the menus like this. Cool. Witness just before they die. Here you are immune to enemy shots, and your own attacks are much stronger. It also doubles the effect of the spirits you collect. You enter Spirit Realm if you are hit with at least 1 gauge filled. However, once the gauge runs out, your life is lost. You cannot stop in the middle. You'll be unable to escape the grip of death. If the gauge is filled to the maximum, you can enter the Spirit Realm at will by pressing the trance key. In this case, you won't die when the gauge runs out. So even if you get hit, don't give up. At least try to make it a draw. Interesting. So there's definitely a lot of mechanics to this game I'm gonna have to figure out. Nonetheless, we'll see how it goes. So I'll probably play this similar to how I usually play the game, which is, of course, on normal mode. Let's see the descriptions this time. Easy mode, prayer for health and long life. Hard to die, for those who want to live as long as possible. Prayer for traffic safety. Find a safe way to go, have a nice trip. Hard mode, prayer for business prosperity. If you're confident in your abilities, you should be able to make a profit. Lunatic mode, prayer for IT data security. Asking gods for help is pointless. Don't play this. Alright, let's go in. Shrine Maiden of 5 Desires, Reimu Hakure. These strange spirits are really getting on my nerves. Angered by the small divine spirits appearing everywhere. Cheating automatic type, shot, unfocus, okay, yeah. We'll see what the abilities are when we actually get into the game. Magician of Greedy Desires, Marisa Kirisame. There's lots of these weird spirits gathering. That's an interesting way of saying it. Very interesting. You are very much not saying it correctly. Are they trying to, like, inscribe a specific personality onto Marisa or something? The small divine spirits are whispers of human desires. Desires that call out greedy people. Sine Kochia, Shrine Maiden of Selfish Desires. Wait, Selfish Desires. Whatever they are, these divine spirits must be useful to the shrine. Human desires lead to the biggest blessings. Faith stems from them, after all. And then Yomu. This is probably the first game we actually get to play as Yomu. The Netherworld's running out of space. I'll cut down all of the extras. She couldn't leave the enigma of the small divine spirits alone, so she started the investigation. Actually, yeah, that would make sense, because technically, yeah, we'd see Yuyuko here and stuff, like some of the other Afterlife characters, because of the fact that we have, it seems this game is going to be taking place in the Netherworld, which was basically where we went to back in Touhou 7. So it'll be interesting to see how this place has changed since we've last been here. So, as always, I'm going to play this how I usually play it, where I start out by checking out and do a single run with each character, just to get a feel for how they play and see how their story differs from one another. And then once I start going for good endings, I'll start picking which one I feel most comfortable with, and then like we'll go down the list of like. And of course, you know I'm going to be saving Marisa for last. You guys know how much I don't like playing as Marisa. For the last, it's got to be done if we want to get every good ending. So, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm surprised I haven't been hearing from Freezing Time very much. I'm sorry he's probably busy with his own things, but I find it interesting how, like, I think he'd be most interested in seeing me play this, yet I've heard nothing from him yet on his response to me playing Touhou 13 today. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and get into the game and see what we're in for. Just want to pull my soda out of the way there. Okay, so we start with the usual setup. Pick up some. What are these? Are these just like bonus points of some kind? I can't tell. For now, I'm just gonna play the game and just see where we get to here, because I have no idea what's coming up. Okay, yeah, those seem to just be bonus points, or is it like random what they drop? Well, whatever the case, I'm not gonna bother to go up there to find out. As always, get as much power as I can. Stock up on that power. And okay, I think I've heard about this, so unlike previous Touhou games, this is the first one to make it to where the health bars are shown in the form of a circle around them. I have heard about this. I thought this was like version 2 of the modern era of Touhou games, though. It's like this is still in like version 1 of the modern era of Touhou games. I think version 2 doesn't start till like 14, I think. I could be wrong about that. I cannot really tell how much power we're at. I'm mainly just... Oh, what's that sound? You guys heard that, right? Now then, I'd better be the boss of these ghosts. Oh yeah, we are in the afterlife already. The game literally starts here. Because this is the stairway from Touhou 7. Oh, do we have visitors? It is! It's Yuyuko! Hold on a moment, I'll prepare some tea. Stationary Ghost Yuyuko. Okay, that's a nice little... Literally the final boss of the first game. The 7th game. You don't have to bother. Would you mind telling me exactly what you're planning by getting these spirits so riled up? What am I planning indeed? You need to keep them in check. I mean, they're just ghastly. Well, I don't know what exactly is going on. But if you want to know about the spirits, you'll have to start by beating me. Of course. As always, we gotta play the game. Okay, yeah, I think those things are just for bonus points. They don't seem to be anything special, from what I can tell anyway. Oh, we got a streaming attack combined with a regular attack. No, not quite yet. Okay, that'll be interesting, knowing that I have to, like, transition between the different shot types. What are you up to here? So far, nothing dangerous. What's your next big move? More streaming attacks and stuff? Oh, you're unleashing, like, what looks like weaker versions of the attacks you sent at me back in 7. Yeah, because a lot of these attacks are very similar to what she sent at me back in Touhou 7. Go down, please. There we go. Hang on, I'll get to chat in a moment. What's happening? Okay, she's sending projectiles out towards something. There is a fruit fly in the room that is distracting my focus. We literally just started and already I'm getting annoyed by a fruit fly that's distracting my focus. Because I'm noticing for the first stage, this somehow feels more difficult. Okay, so what exactly were you talking about? Okay, let me quick read the chat. 10 desires, cleared in hard and... Ooh, on hard mode. Well done, Dragon Frank. Also, welcome to the stream. I'll have to think about if I'm ever interested in hard mode. For now, I'm just trying to get through the games as quickly as possible, so I'm mainly just sticking to normal mode. I do play the extra stages, though, and majority of them I've won. I can only think of one I still haven't beaten yet, but that's one I may save for, like, when I'm completely caught up with all the games. If you collect the spirits, you can activate Trance, which makes you invincible and way more powerful. Also, the lives and bombs appears as red and green spirits, and you miss that. Wait, what? They appear near the boss. Interesting. Like, see all these spirits swarming around? Yeah, what are those? These are divine spirits, children. Fleeting thoughts born from the prayers of humans. Ghostly as they may be, they're not related to the spirits here. I see. So coming to the Netherworld was a mistake. Interesting, so the Netherworld has nothing to do with this. I'll give you a hint. The graveyard behind the temple isn't suspicious. Okay, so I'll want to pick up these spirits in order to supposedly increase the power of my flame thing that grants, what did you say, invincibility? It makes me powerful. Okay, okay, it's kind of like the UFOs in that I'd better pay attention and not carelessly pick them up, otherwise that's gonna happen. We just started. I do not want to look like I'm lacking in skill already. We're only at stage 2. Just started. Already, of course I take a hit. But yeah, I'll definitely have to keep a close eye out on those spirits if, like, those things are, like... Okay, so those are bomb pieces? And yeah, the thing is that, unlike items, they don't come down here, so I'm not able to tell... like, if I'm gonna get them or not. I haven't seen any pink ones yet, so that'll be interesting. We'll see how they may manage extra lives in this game. Oh, what is that? I saw, like, the thing on the edges of the screen. Like, are they, like, trying to limit the edge of, like, where I can move? Hang on, I'll read chat in a moment. Okay, there's more of these spirit things. So they sort of, like, encourage you to try and get close to the boss, which usually in most Touhou games is, like, the most dangerous place on the screen. But I suppose if it, okay, those are the pink spirits that offer extra life pieces, and apparently they become more difficult to pick up. So, it also seems like, unlike UFO, where I can only, like, create patterns, I can pick up as many of these spirits as I want. It seems, oh, the pink ones, I'm guessing, are the ones that drop pink spirits. No, they don't. They didn't drop anything. Of course, the one thing that's out of place. I'm off to a very bad start. We're only at the second stage and I'm already, like, down to my last life. In trance mode, the lives and bomb spirits have double value. So you get 2 lives for a single spirit, same with bombs. The faster you collect spirits, the faster your gauge is full. This game has very little resources, so you need to play in trance to get double resources. Okay. That'll be interesting. Okay. I thought Freezing Time told me this game was going to be easier than 11 and 12. But already we're only at the second stage, I'm already down to my last life. Okay, I did not get to read that. Still, it's strange. Yuyuko said these were divine spirits. But are divine spirits really supposed to be this numerous and shoddy? These aren't so much divine spirits as just the voices of souls taken shape. Good morning. You always got to have a proper greeting. Good morning. Echoing Sutra chant, Kyoko Kasodani. One of Miran Temple precepts is, greetings are a mental oasis. Ah, that's right. This is a yokai temple. Sure is. It's a temple for yokai that is kind to yokai. Well, then I'll have to exterminate you. Oh. Well, of course, figured. As in... It's obviously Reimu's job to exterminate yokai, so obviously a yokai temple would be a major no-no for her. My morning duties are sleeping, cooking, and meeting challengers. But human screams echo throughout Gensokyo. Alright, let's get this started. Yeah, I feel like that thing is like limiting the edges of where I can go on screen. I feel like is how that works. Because like, I bet you if I try to go through that, it's gonna kill me. Well, not exactly kill, since Don Marco is technically the game and not actually attacking. Okay, there she goes with the square again. So yeah, she does that, and... What is happening? I am very confused. Oh, the bullets reflect out of the reflection of the box. Okay, so I guess it probably has nothing to do if I go through it. It's mainly just factors into what gets reflected off the box and what doesn't. I'll take these. I am gonna get annoyed by the fact that those spirits don't... The spirits don't, come down to me like items usually do. That's what's gonna make it difficult to want to go for spirits, because earlier in this stage, going for the spirits is what costed me one of my extra lives. Okay, we're fine. I ain't gonna lose that easily. Okay, we got another extra life piece. I'm gonna have to figure out, like, how do I go into the, like, spirit mode? The like, what was it called? I forget. I forget exactly what it was called, but it's something that's gonna take some getting used to, for sure. Figuring out how to go into that mode so I can utilize it to my advantage. Beating me won't help anything, you know. Wait, Kyoko, Echo, wait, for Raw... Hang on. Let me look at what you said here. For raw difficulty, normal is very easy, but it lacks resources. You can get 4 to 5 lives and lots of bombs if you play really good. Kyoku Echo Girl. What? Also, if you graze the boss, you fill the gauge. Oh, really? Marisa is probably the few times that it is better than Reimu. She fills the gauge much faster. Interesting. Also, spin around the boss every time you cap a spell to get resources. Okay. That's definitely going to take some getting used to, because that's not how I'm used to playing these Touhou games compared to the previous games. So that's something I'm definitely going to have to figure out. Well, you're a yokai. It's necessary anyway. What are you here for? Just checking up upon things. I guess one thing I should have looked at in the manual... Oh, I could look at the manual from here. So... Can I look at, like, what button to press it? Okay, wait, there's a controls menu, right? Yeah, here we go. I want to know what button allows me to go into... Okay, the C key allows me to go into the spiritual realm. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Gyoko Stage 2, but... Well, yeah, I know their name. I don't know what you mean by, like, Echo Girl. Just checking up on things. The divine spirits don't appear to be gathering within the temple itself. It's the cemetery that stinks. Divine spirits in the cemetery, huh? That is the hint that Yuyuko gave us. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so I want to go for these to build up the gauge. So that'll be interesting. Okay, so there's a bit more to those than just bonus points. So yeah, I thought they were initially just for bonus points. Also, I thought from what I saw in the menu that the spirits looked like something else. So I find it interesting how that's actually what the spirits look like. I guess I'm thinking of like something else entirely then. So is it... I'm still very confused by a lot of things. It's definitely gonna... be a system I'm gonna have to figure out how to master. Okay, so like here, this would be a good time to go into spirit, but I don't have my gauge high enough to go into spirit mode. So I'm pressing the spirit button and it's not letting me go into the spirit realm. Do I specifically have to get the bar full first? Okay, oh no, not the talking umbrella! It's the talking umbrella! You finally came at the talking umbrella! We meet again! I thought I taught you your lesson. There's this girl I've never seen before keeping watch back there. I am gonna get you out of here. I better not lose to her again, because... no matter how much I shoot her, I always lose by timeout. Wait. She's a yokai that the Japanese believe to create echo. They thought that after you yell to a mountain, they respond back. Okay. So could you do something about her, please? A yokai requesting a yokai extermination. Fine then. I'll beat you all at once. Oh, she's just a mid-boss. Okay, good. But of course, we gotta face off against that... Okay, so you're recommending I try grazing. So, like, how close do I have to get to the boss exactly in order to graze her? Again, that's not something I'm used to, so it's something I'm gonna have to get used to. Wait. I still can't go into the spirit realm yet. I do want that extra life piece, though. Because, okay, I definitely need some more extra life pieces. So I can only assume I can only, like, manually go into the spirit realm if the bar is full, which we're still, like, one flame short of the bar being full. Yeah, okay, so my prediction is correct. I also have no idea if I'm up to... Okay, I'm already up to full power. I was not paying attention to my power level. Okay, good to know. I'm not at full... Or I'm already at full power, so I don't need to be eager to collect power. And I don't know if score is related to extra lives or not. I would think... Because, like... With how the previous few games... With how the previous games have gone, they have not had extra lives tied to score in a while, so I wouldn't... I have no idea when it does eventually get to the point where they start tying extra lives to your score again. Where could this mysterious girl be? She said she was keeping watch, but I wonder what she's guarding. Don't come any closer! This is no place for the likes of any of you to enter. Uh-oh, we got a police officer. Tonight on Nights. Oh, now here's a good show. That did not sound like Gingy at all. Huh? We are fighter... Loyal Undead Yoshika. I did not get to finish reading that. Arisen to protect the magnificent mausoleum. So you're a zombie. Oh, great. Now we've got... I mean, I know we've had ghosts and stuff, but now we got, like, straight-up undead characters. The spirits get you scores, so it is indirectly related, I guess. Lives are connected to score in Touhou 16. Okay. Zombie Girl Doki Doki Waku... Waku? What? So you're a zombie. That's right, I'm a zombie. She's got a really good complexion for a zombie. Did you come to visit a grave? I came to check up on these divine spirits. Divine spirits? What are those? Are they easy to absorb? Huh. You're not the one either. How odd. Whatever the case, I was resurrected to protect this area from the temple's inhabitants. I mean, if there's one thing I know about these games, it's that we don't get to any incident-related yokai until, like, the 4th stage, so we still got one more stage to go. It's a song about stage 3 and 4 boss. Well, we haven't seen the stage 4 boss yet, so don't go giving anything away yet. And well, I guess you just gave something away, didn't you? See, like, this is why I don't like getting close to the boss, because they always do this. So it's like, how am I supposed to get close to the boss if they keep doing this? If they keep attacking? Because it's straight up the most... I mean, sure, we have these brief openings when I'm guessing I should probably attack these before they become too dangerous. Or, well, considering the amount of time we have to get through this spell card, I should probably focus on directly attacking the boss. Also, I don't like that the homing attacks disappear because I decide to go into focus mode. That's going to make things confusing for me. I'm going to use a bomb. We have not been using bombs at all this entire run of the game. I would like to... How is she getting health back? I actually failed to get the bonus from that. That's probably the first time I failed a spell card. What do we got next? Okay, if I'm not trying to focus all out on avoiding bullets, I'll only go into focus mode when I'm directly in front of her. That's well done. See, like this, I could have gotten a hit there. It's too dangerous for me to be getting close to her. And it's only going to get more difficult to get close to them the farther we get into this. I missed. They make it most dangerous for you to hang out directly underneath the boss itself, so let's stick out of focus mode to really try and get those homing attacks in. And then I'll do this to... Okay, what's next? Okay, this looks simple. Although, what are they up to? Okay, nothing dangerous. Oh wait, is she absorbing the spirits? Hang on. Wait a minute. So is it like... Could I maybe like weaken the attack if I pick up the spirits before she does? I wonder. She picks him up before I can get anywhere near. Like, no, she keeps picking them up before me. Alright, we got her. So far, these bosses haven't been too difficult. Outside of somehow the stage 2 boss, which got me close to my last life. The spirits you killed regenerate her health. If you don't kill them, they spawn bullets, but you can kill the boss. Oh, that's why the timer ran out. Okay. You need to go higher near the boss. Stage 2 boss is cancer. I see. Well, I mean, we're making good progress, but yeah, it's gonna take some time for me to get the hang of these new mechanics, because, again, it really goes against how I'm used to playing the Touhou games in terms of going close to the top of the screen, since that's usually, like, where it's always most dangerous. Since, you know, the boss is always firing bullets from themselves most of the time. So, like, it is going to be very difficult to find those other... Graceful bosses are stage 1 and 2 bosses. Okay. I spit it out. Just what were you protecting? Also, some attacks on stage 5 and 6. Huh. Trying to sink back into the earth already? Zombies are eternal and undying. Who are you? Hang on, I'm getting a call from my mom. One moment. Okay, so I'm going to have to, in a moment, put the stream on pause because my mom is going to be home soon with some groceries, and she is going to want me to help her out with putting away the groceries. Oh, jeez, did the game continue without me noticing? Oh my goodness, I thought I paused the game. I completely missed that entire conversation and I got hit. All because I had to get a phone call from my mom at that time. I'm not going to turn off the stream. I'm only going to be gone for a moment to just help her put away some groceries. It shouldn't take too long. I'll just quick help her out with that, and then we can get back to the game. As soon as she gets home from the store, but she's like on her way home from the store now. Oh, that is stupid. We just got started. And of course, talk about bad timing. Alright, let's spirit realm stuff up. I'm not happy. I do wonder why some fairies have, like, those flames coming out of them. Because, like, they clearly don't drop any spirits. There's a lot to this game I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm just gonna use a bomb so I can grab the power. Seems wrong to do so, but that's how I'm doing things. What is that? Are those, like, about to explode at me? Okay! And, of course, I get hit. Well, that's the game. And let me guess, it's gonna be like the previous games, and that whenever I get game over, it continues just to restart the stage, isn't it? Oh, what? They keep going? Okay, what? I thought it worked in that... Well, it doesn't matter, we still lost. We're still not going to get the good ending. Also, I am going to have to make sure I'm ready for when Mom gets home, so I better get my socks and shoes on here to help her out. White fairies have life in bomb pieces. Let's go and it is easier even for that continue system. So, knowing that it just keeps going, is it like, do I still have unlimited continues, or is it going back to the older games where I have a limited number of continues? So, new game. Yay! New game over theme. A new congratulations music for losing. Alright, but I better go get my socks and shoes on, because knowing the distance the grocery store is from home, Mom could be home at any moment, so I'd better... Okay, it's a limited number of continues. Okay, good to know. But yeah, this is like the fourth stage, and I mean, I know the fourth stage is always where, like, the game really starts to pick up on difficulty, but the fact that I feel like, again, new mechanic. It's usually easy for me to adjust to unique mechanics in each of the new games, but this one I feel like is going to be a lot more difficult compared to the other games in terms of adjusting to the new mechanics. Then again, I did just start playing this game, so I could adjust quickly. Need to read the manual and look for some routes. I mean, I know I looked at the description on Moria Shrine's website, but yeah, I suppose there's some details in the manual that the game did not tell me about, because I was expecting something completely different in terms of the gameplay. We'll figure it out more. I shouldn't judge the game right at the start, but yeah, I'll be back in a moment, everyone. I got some. I've got a mom to help put away some groceries. Okay, I'm back. Yep, she had quite a few groceries, but nonetheless, I took the time to reestablish myself, and now I'm ready to continue. Yep, thank you for welcoming me back, Dragon Frank. You need to read the manual and look for some routes. Alright, I'll check out the manual. So, playing the game, shoot out the enemies while dodging their bullets. Yep, that's the common thing known about Touhou. Skip dialogue, quick retry. Don't exactly know how that works. Game screen, lives, yep. So this is the obvious stuff that's been in every Touhou game so far. Spirit gauge. These are the skull and spirit shaped gauges at the bottom left of the screen. If you get hit while having one or more gauges full, you'll enter the spirit realm. Let's go. The spiritual realm is a fantastic realm that people witness just before they die. Here you are immune to enemy shots, and your own attacks are much stronger. It also doubles the effect of the spirits you collect. You will enter the spirit realm if you are hit with at least one gauge filled. However, once the gauge runs out, your life is lost. You cannot stop in the middle. You'd be unable to escape the grip of death. If the gauge is filled to the maximum, you can enter the spirit realm at will by pressing the trance key. In this case, you won't die when the gauge runs out. Yep, I know about that. So even if you get hit, don't give up. At least try to make it a draw. So I know about that. And I think there exists a thing, according to Moria Shrine, apparently there's a thing called death trancing that exists, where like if you trance at just the right time when getting hit, it's possible to actually survive. Kind of like death bombing. The game lacks resources if you don't know how to get them. I played hard, very bad, but still got 4 lives extra, so 6 in total. Yeah, power item point out. You can auto collect these items. Small divine spirits. Defeated enemies can drop items that look like spirits. These are small divine spirits, and they can be collected by moving near them. Divine spirits cannot be auto collected. Small divine. There are 4 kinds of. Yeah, we know about the different colored spirits. Add to your life pieces. Only certain enemies drop these. Certain enemies drop green spirits as well. White divine spirits increases spirit gauge more than the. Okay, so white divine spirits are also important to pick up since they add to the spirit gauge. Appears when lots of blue spirits are dropped. Oh, interesting. So if that's the case, I wonder then, would it be a good? So only the white ones drop. Does that mean I should avoid picking up the blue spirits? Because I don't think the blue spirits fill up the spirit gauge. So if the white ones do, and they only show up when a bunch of blue spirits are on screen, I wonder if that means I should keep the blue spirits on screen. Oh, they do fill up the gauge? Okay, probably not as much as the white spirits, but still, though, that leaves me wondering if by keeping the blue spirits on... Okay, just collect as many spirits in general. Die with less than 2 bombs. You will revive with 2. Dialogue starts. Yeah, that's a common thing to know. Until dying with no bombs remaining and putting you back up to a specific number of bombs. That's been around ever since like a lot of the Touhou games. Dialogue starts while you're in Spirit Realm. Your trance will end. If you enter Trance Manner, you will lose 1 level of the Spirit gauge. The faster you do, the more gauge they fill. Okay. Oh, so like the size difference, I see. Yeah, I've seen games that do that before. You can graze enemy bullets by going near them. What, graze enemy bullets by going near them? Well, I know how to graze bullets. For every 10 shots grazed, you gain 10 points. And okay, so obviously grazing, I know how grazing works. It's something I don't really try to get into very much, and it's mainly with grazing the boss that I have to like figure out. There's now a quick retry feature. On the pause screen, press left, trance, and slow at the same time, or you can press the R key. Unlike previous games, you don't need to beat a stage to be able to play it in practice mode. You just need to reach it. Okay, so it's like some of the older games, because I know like 10 through 12, they did make it to where you had to beat the stage in order to spell practice. Okay, I don't usually play the game in practice mode, so yeah, a lot of this stuff I already know. Like, I'm not really seeing, though, like, anything new from the manual. Okay, so I want to pick up as many of these as I can. Though it's going to be difficult when everyone's constantly firing at me. Just like the UFOs back in 12. Okay, we're at 2. Like, see, there's too much going on. I can't get up to the spirits in time, so I have to, like... Okay, we're at 3, so I can go into, the spirit realm any time now. So, like, here... This would be a pretty good time to go for it, because I can pick up those extra life pieces and, like, double the value of those extra life pieces. 2, 1, come on! Yes! There's no question, this is where the Divine Spirits... Okay, so it looks like I picked up quite a few extra life pieces there, so I can sort of see the benefits of manually going into Spirit mode. I forget what games we have to play tomorrow. We haven't played Monopoly Game in a while. Maybe we can fit... I don't know. Compared to Classic Monopoly, I'm not really the biggest fan of Monopoly Gamer. I mean, we can always stick with what we've been playing, like Super Paper Mario and... what else have we been playing? Oh yeah, Super Mario Bros. 3. Because we're currently up to, I think, World 5 in Super Mario Bros. 3, Jedi Huayman Gamer. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Jedi Huayman Gamer is a... the Jedi Huayman Gamer is a real-life friend of mine. He's going to be coming over tomorrow to play some games with me, so there's likely going to be some live streaming and videos going on over on his channel where I'm playing with him. So if you're interested in checking out his YouTube channel, feel free to go ahead and do that. Where was I here? No question, this is where the Divine Spirits are gathering. And it's clearly apparent, too. Ah, that was quick. Who are you? Could it be... It seems you took care of my cute underling just now. Wicked hermit who passed through while Sega Kaku. Cute underling? You mean that rotten underling? Yes, she's so rotten and cute, isn't she? I see. So you are manipulating that corpse. What are you doing here, leaving that ill-bred and pointless guard out there? Ill-bred and pointless? Yeah, pointless. Her head's rotten. She isn't any use as a guard at all. Ah, but there is a point after all. Yuko, hey there, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I know that's just an abbreviation, but please do your best to keep your chat messages as family-friendly as possible. That's what we're trying to strive for on the channel. See? My Aunt She's selling point is their toughness. So you don't realize that you have to sit out a round if you get beat, huh? Now, can you handle another round with this girl who has absorbed all the divine spirits that gathered in the tomb? No need to ask. Now that you've made it clear, the disturbing among the divine spirits is the work of someone with evil intentions. Oh, so can I, like, choose who I want to go after here? Also, I should probably, yeah, do a bit of focusing on some grazing the boss as well. Although I don't know what my best openings are. I'm just trying to... Of course she comes down on me like that when I'm least ready for it. See, this is why I don't like getting close to the boss, because, again, I risk the possibility of that happening, which I'm not a fan of. And the fact that it's my only way to get my hands on a good value of extra life pieces and, bombs leaves me quite annoyed. Alright, hurry up and finish the spell card. Outside that one time I got hit stupidly, the fight hasn't been too difficult so far. Okay, I don't want her coming down directly on me like that again, so I'm just gonna sit tight here and not risk trying to graze the boss. I'm just gonna play this part safe. What's happening? Can't fully tell what's happening. I'm just trying to go all in on the, Okay, focus on the boss. Hey, come on, she's almost down, and she's hiding behind her zombie bodyguard again. Come and face me head on, Dr. Zomboss. What's happening here? Okay, so it's like she's firing the knives directly at me is what she's attempting to do. And then... Oh, do those energy balls, like, go directly? Okay, yeah, they, like, tried it. Okay, so it's kind of the streaming attack, those, like, balls of energy. Okay. Good to know. Ah, I kind of staggered there, so I figured we might as well just use up a bomb. I hardly ever use these bombs anyway, so I might as well take advantage of them whenever. As expected from a Shrine Maiden, to think you could harm someone who knows how to create elixirs of immortality. Let's see what you have to say here. Dragon Frank over on Twitch. Marisa, when Master Sparking, has a super fast boss grace. So, for example, if you bomb a boss non-spell, and you are really close to the boss, you get a lot of spirit gauge. If you filled it, so you can use Trance on boss spell card and can get double value of lives and bombs. You can basically cheese the game with Marisa if used correctly. Also, the first spell, ignore Yoshika, the zombie. For second spell, focus on Yoshika so that she doesn't close to the bottom. For the rest, play like normal. You can graze Yoshika for second spell. You can graze Yoshika when she dies. That is something I'll have to figure out as I go. Because I have just started playing, so that's a lot to figure out. I think hard someone who knows how to create. That's it. Now, stop these abnormal Divine Spirits. I haven't done anything to the Divine Spirits. You lie. You can't hide all these Divine Spirits gathering here. They are here because she's about to be resurrected. She can embrace many desires, after all. Even human desires would gather around her. The evil overlord is about to be resurrected or something like that. Yeah, I know. Just to fill this chat. Okay. Evil Overlord? No, not at all. The Evil Overlord has already been resurrected just a little while ago. The one who set up a temple here as if to prevent her from resurrecting. She's the true Evil Overlord. She built the temple to protect the yokai. The person within here is a sage upon whose shoulders rests the future. She'll surely destroy all yokai for... Okay, I'm confused. So, like... This being, like, is, like... Do they just destroy her hatred for both yokai and humans? I'm confused. And the way I'm gonna play it, I don't want to let anyone weird get resurrected. Alright, let's go. What do we got here? I cannot get close to that. I do not want to take any chances. Although I kind of am. The bar's almost full, so I'll have to keep an eye out for if anything good gets dropped by anyone. The bar is very close to being full. I just have to not get hit. Oh, come on, please. Tell me I can activate it now. No, I can't activate it. Please tell me I can activate. Come on! I'm losing perfectly good pieces here, and I'm still not full. How am I still not full? So I can go for these pieces. I want that extra life piece. See, again, This is real. Collecting these spirits and like the method to collect them and like it really goes against my morals of how I normally play the game. What is with the zigzagging? I do not like that. That really is off-putting for me. Could you please not do that? Oh my goodness. I don't... Okay. What the... What was that? Alright, take out all these spirits. What? What? What was that? Of course, they have the unfairness to spawn an enemy directly on top of me. That is extremely unfair. Yeah, no, I'm gonna say it again. Freezing time, you lied to me. This game is not easier than 12. The only thing that makes it partially easier is the fact that continues don't restart the stage, which, sure, makes it easier to go for the bad ending, that, unlike the previous games where I didn't go for the bad ending at all and just went straight for the good endings. Clearly here, it's easier to go for the bad endings. And if those yin yangs, there were white fairies of resources. I don't know. The fateful day hath finally come. Thou who hast praised my resurrection, speak anon and name myself. I forget if this is stage 5 or stage 6, because I feel like we're already reaching the final boss. I didn't praise anything. Shikaizen from ancient Japan, Mononobe no Futo. Okay, this is stage 5. Pray tell, what design hath led to mine resurrection? I don't know. I'm just here to stop suspicious characters like you from resurrecting. I see. Art thou the final trial I must conquer, that I may be resurrected in full? How did it end up like this? The dead people are all morons. She speaks ancient Japanese, so ancient English for translation. Okay, so it's very well. I shall vanquish thee, and so returneth to the world of the living in full. Then the crown princess. I didn't get to finish reading that. Malice, that I harbor no malice in mine heart. Anon, prepare thyself, for I shall demonstrate the fusion of the secret art of the Mononobe and the way of the Touhou upon thee. Okay, fairly simple stuff so far. I mean, it's the first attack, of course it's going to be simple. But yeah, I'm going to say it once again. Freezing time, you lied to me. Once again, the game likes making it difficult to go for the spirits. And of course she goes off screen right as I bomb. Okay. Interesting attack pattern, but fairly simple to understand at least. What?! I did not get hit by anything there. That did not look like I got hit by anything. So what did I get hit by there? That... Okay, I'm a bit confused by what this attack is trying to do. Is it just pure chaos, or is there a mechanism to this that I don't fully understand? Also, she's not directly in front of me. The only way to shoot her now is by staying out of focus mode, right? Okay, yeah, I can definitely see how Reimu's shot type is a bit more unlikable with how the mechanics of this game works. What is happening? Okay, she's getting on a boat. What does that mean? Concerned in terms of what might happen next. Okay. What madness is this? Truly, thine strength is, Xiao's way harder though. It is easier to micro these areas than to avoid them completely. I suppose I see your point that these are easier, but yeah, the drawback is that I have a lot less extra lives to work with. What allowed me to do well in the previous games is like finding the best mechanisms to get my hands on as many extra lives as possible. Here though, it is a lot more difficult to gather extra lives. Which is likely going to be the main challenge of this game, and is going to be what makes it difficult to go for good endings. Is it over? That wasn't really that great. To have suffered to have sound so defeated. To what ends have I slept for these 1400 years hence? How did she keep track of time while she was sleeping? The shades that I got linger about the art. Also, something I forgot is that if you collect normal spirits during trance mode, you are basically wasting them. They are just there for score, but during trance, spirits don't disappear. Interesting. I thought you said, though, that the value of some spirits, like extra life pieces and bombs, double. But, like, the spirits that are designed to fill the spirit gauge, it doesn't fill them up. Gotcha. These shades that doth linger about the art, vulgar spirits may have. The crown prince hath been resurrected. I cannot remain hither like this. Excuse me if thou wouldst. 'Twas a rousing hurly-burly, that thou hast my gratitude. She got all excited. So wait, that wasn't the evil overlord that was getting resurrected? Anyway, what's with that was a rousing battle stuff she lost? So that wasn't even the supposed evil overlord we're going after. Oh, it's like a squad leader, okay. Alright, we got another bar filled. Yeah, you just take out the squad leader and the whole pack goes down. Cool. So it's kind of like the slave mechanic that was in Touhou 8, I believe it was? Yeah, it was in 8. I don't know if it was like this in previous stages, but I notice it here. Oh, is the bar full? The bar's full. So if I find any extra life pieces, I can go into trance mode to get them. Now, it's kind of difficult to fully see exactly what's up there. So, since the bar is already full, does that technically mean then that there's no reason to pick those up? Also, I should be careful where I move so I don't accidentally get hit here. I'm not seeing any extra life pieces, so not really anything worth picking up yet. Although there is a lot of that there that I would consider going... Oh, wait. No, wait. No, I accidentally used the bomb instead of going into trance mode. I mean, at least I'm using the bombs, but still, though... I wanted to go into trance mode so I could double the value of those bomb pieces. There's so many spirits gathering. It's like a starry sky. Somehow, this place doesn't feel very sinister at all. Was I mistaken? I have observed all of your actions. You are truly wonderful human. I have much to learn from you. Well, there's nobody who doesn't have something they could learn, I suppose. How long have you been watching me? I have looked back to before you were born to watch you. seen your occupation as a yokai exterminator, but I have also seen your camaraderie with yokai. You are friends with the yokai monks who came to deny my resurrection, are you not? I mean, Byakuren is a business rival in a religious sense. Yeah, because like the purpose of our shrine is like yokai extermination. Her shrine is like about supporting yokai. Anyway, what was that about looking into the past? While I was alive, I had the ability to understand 10 people's words simultaneously. During my long sleep, I acquired the power of faith, and now I can hear the desires of humans. Desire tells of a human's true character. To understand the 10 desires of a human is to know them fully. In the past, the present, and the future as well. The cards, each take 3. Won't you dive into your future with me? Next, you'll say this. Hey, wait a minute. For stage 6, the fairies after the yin-yangs, don't kill them. If you do kill the ghost trail they have, at the end of it there are bombs, so use trance to collect the bombs of the ghosts and shoot just a little to collect them and not kill the fairies. Wait, what? I'm confused. Well, first let's finish the game, because we're already through the stage at this point. We just got to take down the final boss and call it a day. Well, not really, since we're just going for the bad ending at this point. Hey, wait a minute. Give me a chance to talk to. I've come all this way, you know? There is no need for that, because I have already seen through all of your actions. That's right. You will now bear your fangs at me without any reason to do so. That's right, without any reason to do so. This era, when humans deny my existence, and I have become legend. This is what I was waiting for. Now attempt to defeat me, and I shall become a living legend. I shall say that is a... No, that is not what I'll say next, because I am not a fan of those. So I wonder, since we're basically at the final boss at this point, should I just go ahead and use my, trance mode while I'm able to? Well, I'll wait till I find a supposedly difficult spell card for that. Because I have no idea what spell card she's about to send after me, so I'm gonna wait patiently for, the part where I come across a supposedly difficult spell card. I'm just gonna go ahead and use it. So I can just go ahead and skip right through this. Alright, what's she up to? Okay, she's doing more of these kind of attacks. What's our next move? I can't go into trance mode this time. I should try and remember to use bomb. What is that? Oh, okay, one of those kind of attacks. Okay. It's very difficult to tell because of how bright that attack is. But at least it's kind of an easy attack, though, so nothing too difficult, I'd say. Yeah, see? I can't tell what she's about to send at next. I'm, like, still intimidated to try and get close to her, is the thing. I'm just gonna use Mom, just to play it safe. That was probably not the greatest move, but I don't want to take any chances. It'll load. Wait, what? Oh, wait, is that... No, wait, that's not the zombie girl, is it? It looks like it could be, but that's clearly the stage 5 boss. She's like summoning them in attack mode, and it's her turn. I cast the Swords of Revealing Light to prevent your monsters from being able to attack for the next 3 turns. I hope I can... I don't know if I can just run into them or not, but... Not being... Oh, somehow I was able to slip through that. That was close. That actual life piece? I couldn't tell, but I took my chances there. I gotta be careful because I'm basically out of bombs at this point. And I can't go into trance mode at this time, so I go... Whoa, 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 whoa! Well, I did go into trance mode, I guess. With a major cost! What the... Ah! What the... Okay, so it's like... having to be ready for them ahead of time. So they're like, they appear in a ghostly form. That is a very interesting attack to have to avoid. Nonetheless, I think I got it down. I say that right as I get hit by it. Toya Soromimi no Miko is Prince Xiaotoko, but he transformed into a cute anime girl. Officially transgender character, some people debate it, well, washing machine, just spin it. Alright. I don't know how many continues I have limited. I'm left to assume I'm on my last continue. How much do I have left to go for this spell card? I don't fully know. I'm just trying... Oh, actually, this would be a good spell card to try grazing the boss, because she's technically, like... She has a phase in the attack where she's basically not attacking. No, no you don't. What is this? Okay, so she, like, creates a stream from the lines, basically. What did I get hit by there? Okay, what did I get hit by there? That's where I'd like to know. Okay, because that did not look like I got hit by anything. Okay, I'm just gonna bomb this part because I'm already a bit annoyed by this. Just hurry up and end this so we can... Actually, I can get pretty close to her here. Although, probably until whatever she's doing now. Oh, she like... Okay, so it's kind of a streaming attack. Okay, good to know. So, she starts like moving that. So if I go into a position where it's like... Well, how does this work exactly? I'm very confused. And I'm guessing similar to most Touhou final bosses, I'm guessing bombs aren't very effective on the final... Yeah, like, watch, it's... Yep, not gonna do anything. Or did it do something there? Hang on. But... Okay, this is the one legitimately difficult attack. I will say that. Now it's my last life, and I have no idea if... Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. Do my bombs work? I can't fully tell, because normally in these final boss scenarios... I'm getting cornered! What do I do? Okay, I got her. I don't know how many continues I had remaining, but at least I got the bad ending. Probably barely. Yeah, that was probably, like, the one legitimate... It's like, all the other deaths I feel like were just a mausoleum where Miko had been slumbering. I sort of feel like all the previous spells, the only times I really died were either, like, just... was something that somehow was a simple slip-up. There, though, that felt like a legitimately difficult attack I'm gonna have to, like, figure out. You can run into an amulet by going up? What? It did do... Wait, do what? I'm confused. Mausoleum where Miko had been slumbering. Victory was somehow won, but not without severe damages. What are those guys? They're tough. Jin Sokyo's gonna be in serious trouble. I have to get back and make sure they don't get too far. Reimu hurried back to the shrine and devised a countermeasure. With this plan, she was certain she would not lose. Ending number 9, still lack entry. Yep, I know, it's a bad ending. Considering the amount of continues we had to use up there, it's gonna be quite a while until we get the good endings. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Freezing time, you lied to me. I know I say that all the time, you, like, explain how you technically didn't lie to me, but until I realize how much easier the game probably actually is, I'm gonna do the usual thing I like to do, which is make the claim that Freezing Time lied to me about this game being easier than the other games. Well, it's not that hard. When there are a few aimed white bullets, just stay near her and move down. When all the bullets becomes white and aim at you, go to the bottom and move up. What? Okay, few aimed white bullets, just stay here near her, move down. When all the bullets become white and aim at you, go to the bottom and move up. I'll give that a try next time I make it to her. We'll see how that goes, though. Try to beat the game without continuing. Yep. Go. Stream up and down. Alright, we'll see how that goes. Alright, well, at least we got to experience the game with one character. We still have to try it with 3 other characters, and as always, for those of you who know me well, I do plan on going for every single good ending in the game before moving on to the extra stage and moving on to the next game. So let's keep moving. So we tried Reimu. Let's check out what Marisa's like. Okay, so I want to get as many of these as possible, so I can go into the spirit realm as often as possible, and then be able to, Okay, so I collect plenty of power, so I think I shouldn't have to worry too much about picking up power. My main focus should probably be simply towards picking up the spirit, seeing how that's kind of the main focus. Ah, I missed that. Wait, you asked why you died before. You run into Amulet by going up? Wait, what Amulet? I'm gonna have to, like, go back and look or something. I don't know. Okay, pick these up. Go into the spirit realm. Yes, there's not a whole lot of useful stuff. Do the blue ones drop anything? I forget. At least anything useful. Again, they always like fire and stuff that it makes it difficult to get close for me to pick up any spirits. I'm trying my best, but at the same time, I really don't want to risk getting hit. Because again, they do supply you with a lot more of a limited number of extra lives that it leaves me a lot more concerned. Yeah, the world at night is eerie as ever. Oh, do we have visitors? Hold on a moment, I'll prepare some tea. Yep. Oh, Yuriko. Hold up, I don't need to waste your time on me. I just want to hear if you know anything about these strange spirits. Spirits? Do you mean me? If you want to check on me, you'll have to beat me first. Alright, let's begin. Close. Okay. Why can't I find them now? Well, it's a simple streaming attack. It's not too difficult. Or 4. Okay, I'm confused how she's doing this. Man, this attack, she normally doesn't fire directly at me, right? So I could probably just, well, no, not when all this chaotic stuff is happening. I probably shouldn't get too close to her. The first stage, I lose a life. The first stage. Also, it is one of the hardest extra stages. Very few resources need to route. Bomb spam, grazing, non-spell with Marisa to have the trance available for the hardest attack of the boss. Also, you can boss graze the mid-boss of the first stage. Graze the mid-boss of the first stage and the first attack of Yuko to have the trance available to W the value of the first spell. There's nothing more to it, but it is a bit complicated explaining it just like this. The last spell you can boss graze very much. If you want me to bring my Wii U to your house tomorrow so we can play late, go Star Wars. I would say I'll leave that up to you to decide, Jedi Hoyman Gamer. But yeah, I'm once again in a position where I'm not a fan of attack, like you promised. Once again, I'm kind of in that position where I'm really not enjoying playing as Marisa. I know you said, like, with the mechanics it's easier, but again, considering how I'm used to playing, I'm still not a fan of playing as Marisa. These are divine spirits, children, bundles of human desire. Ghostly as they may be, they're not related to the spirits. Desires? Thought it might be something like that. Sorry for the bother. So, where will you go now? Perhaps to the cemetery behind the temple? Oh-ho! Alright, next stage. We got this. A part of me is wondering if I should just restart since we died on the first stage. Like, the stage where, like, only bad players should be dying on it. I'm already player 2, but she is trash in 10 Desires because she gets way less spirit gauge. Well, I'm not saying that much spirit gauge from Marisa either, so I don't see too high of a difference yet. Here's what annoys me. Is that, like, sure, maybe once I master the mechanic, like, this game will feel easier than the previous Touhou games, but even if the previous Touhou games were more challenging, at least they felt fair. Just having to mostly rely on a unique mechanic to do well in this game makes this game feel a lot more unfair compared to the previous Touhou games. I know I've been told that it would be Touhou 15 that I'd need a break from the main games and like would probably go back to some of the more retro Touhou games, but I feel like this might be the game that encourages me to take a break from the main games, because I only just started and I'm already not having a very good time. You know, I was looking forward to things being a bit more enjoyable, but no, they made it worse. Like, even Touhou 11, what's normally one of the hardest games for normal players, sure, it was frustrating in a lot of situations, plenty of slip-ups, but at least it felt fair. Here, though, this does not feel fair. This feels like the Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories of the Touhou games. Okay, that might have been a very bad move. Okay, how was I supposed to get those guys? I have no idea. Man, this temple's totally aimed at yokai. Because you're not playing optimal, you just need to learn. I'm certain I'll figure it out, but the road to mastering this game's mechanics, I feel like it's going to be a lot more frustrating compared to the previous Touhou games. Like, sure, maybe I'll get all the good endings faster than I did in the previous Touhou games, but I can tell I'm not going to have as good of a time as I did with the previous Touhou games. Touhou 12 is way worse for the mechanic-reliant. Okay, even then, I still, like, even if there were still some difficulties, I at least enjoyed, you know, having the freedom of choosing how I wanted to go about collecting the UFOs and like really aiming for those red ones. Sure, maybe it was a bit infuriating when I didn't get the colored UFO I wanted. But still, though, having to rely off boss grazing and like knowing when to go into the spirit realm to maximize my earnings and stuff, and being encouraged to like more often go towards the top of the screen, something that only some of the more like hardcore players are able to do. And I'm not a very hardcore player, you know, there's a reason why I'm only playing on normal mode. But still, though, I'm really not having a good time. I really wish Freezing Time would see her, because Freezing Time's usually good at offering more tips. I'm not saying your tips are bad or anything, Dragon Frank, but I just feel like I think these Touhou playthroughs are a lot more enjoyable when Freezing Time is here. That I'm sort of wondering if maybe I should consider changing the stream to something else when I come back after dinner. Because normally I like to focus on a specific game all day long. Freezing Time, they're a viewer that shows up often on these Touhou live streams over on YouTube. And they have some very nice tips to give in terms of how to do well against specific spell cards, as well as offering a lot of interesting story lore with like specific characters and everything. And I sort of feel like I should have him around this time, because compared to the previous games where it's a bit more obvious what the story is, I'm a bit more confused by the story this time around. It's like, okay, clearly these divine spirits are lurking around. We're looking at where they're gathered, and then we learn of some ancient prince getting resurrected. We know nothing about them. So it's kind of an instance where I'm certain Freezing Time has some great lore to offer, but until Freezing Time gets here to explain, I'm stuck in this area where I have no idea what's going on. So from a story perspective, I feel like this game is a lot more confusing compared to previous. Just enough complaining. Let's keep the game moving. Toyota been sweeping. Good morning. I know Touhou lore, but the newer games I kind of not know. Okay, interesting. And yeah, again, this is kind of where Freezing Time comes in, because Freezing Time, they know a lot. I'll tell you that now. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, morning. You're too quiet. You know when that's too loud. It's way too early. You mean to deny my purpose of existence. Despite how I may seem, I'm if I turn a deaf ear after getting my special yo rejected, I'd be losing my worth as a yokai. Alright, let's begin. See, again, I'm mainly focused on playing how I usually play, not really thinking about trying to get close to the boss for more spirits. I don't really think about that. I think to just play the game how I'm used to playing the game, and that's, again, what's going to make this particular unique mechanic a lot more difficult for me to handle. It's very different compared to how I'm used to taking on previous Touhou games. Actually, I could go behind them to pick up some of the spirits for this attack. So at least whenever they drop spirits, at least I got a good mechanism to deal with it. I'm almost at the top. Ah. Okay, I should not... That's what I get for trying to go for space. See, again, these are the risks that I'm worried about, and why I usually prefer not to go for this kind of stuff, because then this happens, and I grow annoyed. This feels less like a game that's I'm able to get into, and more like the previous start of this current semester of college I've been taking, where things were very confusing early on, and maybe I managed to end things off well, but this last 8-week session I had of classes have been fairly difficult. And I would prefer to not have to experience anything like that again. So getting that experience from a video game does get on my nerves. Also, each game has a omake text file that explains the story better. It should be read before going through the game. It gives introduction and context for the game. Always been like this. Well, I know nothing about this. Today, my lucky day. Echo Spirit, huh? So all you do is parrot things back. That's something that confuses me about these games, is, like, why would you have to encourage players to, like, go digging deep into the game's files just to find more details on the story? It doesn't make much sense to me. Well, where are you off to? She mentioned the cemetery behind the temple, and that's definitely something I don't plan on doing this stream in particular, mainly because I'm trying to focus towards, you know, playing the game, and not really on looking into such story details. I'm here to play games, not do research. Mention the cemetery behind the temple. Feels a bit awkward at fooling around near graves. Asks, I don't know, maybe just not want to fill the game with too much dialogue. I mean, yeah, in a way it allows players to mainly focus on the gameplay for those who aren't very interested in, like, lore and storytelling. It makes it to where, yeah, like, for players that just want to get to the gameplay, they're able to get to it. But me, you know, like, I'm one of those players that likes playing for the plot. I mean, it's why I put in the effort to go for every single good ending in every game, because, like, there's always unique story details in every ending, so I see it necessary to go for them all. So otherwise, like, if I just had to get, like, one good ending or something, I'd probably, like, not be going for all the good endings. I'd probably be satisfied with, like, whatever I get now. I cannot go for the good stuff right now. I'm a fan of when it does that. At least I got an extra life now. Oh, they can just disappear, okay. Oh, if you shoot them before they shoot you, that's good. Of course, it's a talking umbrella. Apologies if that damages your headphones, because I know I have the dB on my on the OBS set up pretty high for the microphone. So apologies if that's a bit too loud. Alright, yeah, game had a good time. So this girl, okay, what girl are they are they talking about the zombie girl? Something about her, please. Yeah, but the games don't give enough lore for me. I mean, on Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, if you play as Marisa, don't even know what the objective is to stop the red mist. Well, yeah, I guess so. What do you have together? I don't know, despite playing as Marisa, I'm still having a lot of difficulty getting the trans gauge filled up. Either that or whenever I do get the trans gauge filled up, I die before I get to use it. I read the books and looked to the Touhou wiki for more information. Okay. Kogasa mentioned, or the talking umbrella mentioned. I feel a warm breeze. Don't come any closer. This is no place for the likes of you to enter. Is that so? So who's it a good place for? Who's it good for? What are you protecting? Oh, what am I guarding? The best way to fill gauge is to spawn kill enemies. Wait, what do you mean by spawn kill exactly? I've never heard of that phrase before. This won't result in a conversation. Is your brain, rotten? Rotten as I may be, I'm a Jiangxi. Right, I remember. Yeah, Royal Undead. We are revived to protect the mausoleum. Jiangxi, eh? Ah, so you really are rotten. I can't let you enter, though I can't quite remember why. But if you want to become one of us, feel free. Alright, here we go. Okay, so don't shoot the spirits because it heals her. Is what you told me here. Although they are shooting a lot at me, that I'm running out of good openings to do much here. Okay, so it's a streaming attack. I got that figured out. I gotta stop shooting at enemies, otherwise it's just gonna keep healing me. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, we got it. Come on, Jesus, get those spirits. I also have quite a few bombs. I really gotta use up more of these bombs. Without getting hit, anyway. Like those lanes of ghosts before the end boss, if you kill them fast, just as they spawn, you get a lot of gauge. Also, you need to collect the spirit fast. Well, yeah, I know that I need to collect them fast, but it's kind of difficult to get to them when stuff is constantly firing at me. Also, you get more spirit in higher difficulty, same thing. Okay, yeah, that's great to know, but at the same time, the whole point of hard difficulty is that, you know, it's hard, isn't it? Or are you telling me that hard mode in this game is somehow easier than normal difficulty? Also, I just realized the bar is full. I don't know why I'm not using it. Okay, I'm kind of stuck here, though, considering how often she's firing. What did I get hit by there? Okay, I saw nothing hit me. There is no way I got hit there. Did you guys see anything? I did not see anything, and somehow the game counted that as a hit. That seems like total unfairness in my eyes. I am not happy right now. Not happy. I saw no blue bullet. You are lying to me. I apologize for my negative criticism, but oh no, this game is really not giving a good first impression, if you ask me. Also, Yoshika Nans is a better to bottom hug. They spawn really close to you. Zombie in a cemetery. What kind of third-rate movie is this? This isn't a movie, I'm a zombie. So, you know anything about these divine spirits? Divine spirits? What are those? Are they nutritious? I was a fool to think I could make a conversation with a corpse. Well, you rest in peace now. Amen. Well, it's 10 p.m. Wake me up. I'm not gonna wake you up. They spawn really close. Oh, of course they spawned directly on top of me. The most unfair way to go down, if you ask me, in these games is when a bullet spawns directly on top of you. That just... To me, that seems just plain unfair. See, like, here, I can't go up there right now because stuff keeps firing at me. If I risk getting too close, I risk getting hit. So, I'm just really not liking the mechanic. That's all I have to say about this, is that I just don't like it. Normally I'm able to manage, but part of me is actually questioning if I'm going to make it through this game. Or if it's going to be like 11 and I'm going to need to like take a break and try out some of the more retro Touhou games. Maybe even also get started on the spin-off games as well. Because I know the spin-off game... I've been told that I'm going to want to start playing the spin-off games before I start Touhou 14, because apparently Touhou 14 involves characters that are in the spin-off games, so I'm gonna have no idea what they're doing there unless I take the time to play the spin-off games. Hang on. They spawn directly at you if you stay up on the screen. Wait, what? Oh, you were talking about the other attack from earlier. I don't think this is true. Wait, don't think what this is true. That characters in Touhou 14 it should make it necessary for me to play the spin-off games. I mean, I was planning on eventually playing the spin-off games. My main focus was initially just trying to get caught up on all the main games first. But I have been told that I should start... get caught up on the main games first, then start playing the spin-offs. But I've been told that it might be a good opportunity to start playing the spin-off games now, or like after I'm done with this game. What do I get hit by there? Did another bullet spawn directly on top of me, because that is the only logical conclusion I can think of for what caused me to get hit there. At least I got an extra life right before losing. So at least I don't have to use up a continue yet. But still, though, the fact that this keeps happening makes me wonder if I should just... I have all these bombs. I should really just go ahead and start using up all these bombs. One of the best shmup spin-off is Touhou 14.3 Impossible Spell Card. Alright. No choice but to go in. Welcome. So you've been guided here as well. Yeah, I was, by some weird ghosts and corpse. It seems that you took care of my cute underling just now. So then you're its boss. Dumping corpses isn't a very admirable behavior, you know. Yeah, this game is punishing if you don't use all your bombs. I mean, yeah, that's something I've always been difficult with in all of the Touhou games, is finding, like, what times I should be really focusing on using my bombs, so I don't... It's not within my instinct to use bombs. And, like, some of these attacks, like, majority of them, especially early on in the game, they're usually mostly possible. But then there's just stupid deaths like those where it's like, how could I have seen that coming to, like, have my bombs at the ready? Like, there's no way I could have predicted that to, like, make sure I better hurry up and use a bomb. It's like, because, like, usually that instinct to use a bomb kicks in when I can see, okay, this attack is a bit confusing. I don't feel like I should take my chances. Let's use a bomb. But that has not been happening. The only time that's happened is, like, the final boss's, like, literal final spell card. That is the only time I could tell I was dealing with a legitimately difficult attack. And it makes it to where all my other deaths feel unjust and unfair. Dumping. No, I haven't dumped her at all. You need to play the game and learn which attack is hard. Alright, I'll keep playing the game, but... Again, this game isn't giving me a very good first impression. And it does lead me to kind of wish that freezing time was here for this. So maybe freezing time just couldn't show up because of time zone differences, because... Yeah, but still, though... I mean, at least you're here, Dragon Frank, to offer some tips, because I'm guessing... I don't know if I'd be having a better or worse time if you weren't here. But man, I am not having a good time with this game. It is later than midnight for me. Oh, okay. Well, be sure not to stay up too long. I'm grateful for the advice you've given me so far, Dragon Frank, but just try not to push yourself. That's all I'm going to say. Also, I think after this run of the game, I'll probably be getting some dinner, so I'll think about if I want to do more or if I want to switch to a different game after this. I suppose if I still want to keep this being a Touhou live stream and if this game is bothering me too much, what I could do is I could start doing some of the spin-off games now. Like, to have a bit more variety in the Touhou games instead of focusing all out on one specific game. Normally, I like focusing all out on one specific game so I can, hone my skills with that specific game so I can eventually beat it, so I can eventually move on to the next game, but this might be another instance where I may be considering needing a break. Not saying something considering the fact that we just started this game today. Dumping. No, I haven't dumped her at all. You call? Once you become a course, you can't deny any further than that. Well, where are you? What time is it? Not many people like Touhou 13, but I find it pretty cool. The scoring runs are so cool to watch. I mean, yeah, it's probably like most games in that once you master the system, there's probably some enjoyment to be had in it, but me, I feel like it really... So, the thing about games, when I play a game, I really want it to, drag me in well, really draw me in, keep me interested. But when you make a bad first impression like this, it's not going to keep me interested. I'm obviously not going to give up or anything, considering the fact that I've played so many Touhou games now, and considering the fact that Touhou was kind of the Let's Play series that saved the channel. I'm obviously not going to be stopping the Touhou Let's Plays anytime soon, but considering the fact that I already had a decent break after beating the Touhou 12 extra stage, and we return back to it and get this, definitely turns me off a lot. Also, the boss has interesting attacks. Maybe. You could play the fight. Yeah, I am aware that some of the Touhou spin-off games are fighting games. Normally, I'm not that big into fighting games, but once again, I'm playing for the plot, so I'm going to have to power through this if I want to get that good old plot. Alright, keep moving so I can get to dinner sooner. Still morning. Early riser, good girl. Now, can you handle another round with this girl who has absorbed all the divine spirits that gathered in the tomb? Guess there's no choice. If you want to kill the general, shoot his horse. Prepare yourself. Alright, let's begin. Really no time this nice. And I really want to use up all my bombs before I lose my last life. Also, yeah, I really gotta use my bombs. Okay, wait, okay. I don't want to shoot her in the first attack. That's what I remember you telling me. Although she keeps kind of going directly underneath me, which is gonna make this difficult. I'm just... There we go. Am I moving the... What the... What was that? Am I able to move the Master Spark this time around? Okay, yeah, this is the one where she, like, has her charge directed... Okay, no, it's probably the next spell card where she goes charging directly down on me. Oh yeah, if I remember correctly, I want to, like, shoot her down so she doesn't reach the bottom. So apparently it's really bad if she reaches the bottom, from what I've been told. Oh, what the... Of course. Of course I don't get to use up all my bombs before losing. But we're a very cool side game. Even better is Touhou 12.8. Great Fairy War is really hard, but you play a Cerno, you can literally breathe bullets, because she threw lasers really close at you. I'll be interested in checking out the spin-off games when I'm ready for them. For now, though, let's keep this game moving. Alright, I need to focus here. Now we got this attack to deal with. Okay, I guess we're using Master Spark now. I mean, better I use them than not get to use them at all, at least. Oh, it's right, that kind of is a bit of a streaming attack there. And there's all the curvy lines, never a fan of those. Wait, did I get her? Oh no, I just got at the zombie. And actually take her down. Okay. Okay. The time is gonna run out. I'm not gonna do your time. Oh no, I did get it. With only 13 milliseconds remaining. Oh, splendid. You're not an ordinary human, are you? She threw lasers really close. Oh, I read that already. Or did I read that? Oh no, I read that already. I'm an ordinary magician. Oh, come, no need to be modest. For a flesh and blood human to be able to fight me is truly amazing. Okay then, I'm an amazingly normal magician. So what is your goal here? What was it again? Ah, that's it. Grave looting. Archaeological investigation. It's a pretty academic goal. Also, I'm interested in the Divine Spirits gang here. Academically. Divine Spirits. They're actually vulgar spirits hoping it for her powers to turn them into real Divine Spirits. Oh, is that like what the Prince is doing? I still don't know if, like, the boss of this stage is the Prince, or if it's the final boss that's, like, the resurrected Prince. It's like, that's what confuses me here. Again, like, plenty of spirits available, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to get in close when there's a lot of bullets being fired on screen. I'm not getting that. There's too many bullets! I'm bombing this so I can grab that extra life piece. Doesn't feel right, but at the same time, I'm just at that point where I've had enough. And this is only like our second run of the game, and the fact that it's only our second run and I've already had enough, that definitely says something. Oh, I'm out of bombs already, okay. So how am I supposed to get that? Okay, there we go, we got the extra life piece. Hang on, I'll read chat in a moment. I'm a bit busy right now. Uh-oh. Also, why isn't he picking up spirits when it was specifically said to me earlier that it's not worth it to pick up spirits at all? It's just not doing it for me. Like, yeah, obviously it's still hard, but compared to the previous games, again, at least the challenge felt fair. Here, this does not feel fair. It feels like it's just being unfair for the sake of being unfair. I want those extra life pieces, and we get them. I am actually considering taking a break already. And we only just started, and already I'm considering taking a break. The fateful day had finally come. Who thou hast praised mine resurrection. I don't play fighting games. I know that 17.5 immaterial and missing power is the hardest to play. Maybe you could play 10.5 Scarlet Weather Rhapsody. One of the most popular is 12.3. Hisaten Soku. Speaking on a name myself. Congratulations. Thou maybe beest the Kapei ni Mononoke ni Futo. My return doth the crown princess resurrection. Is it not so? That so, I really have no idea. Just posite so. It was laid to rest hither that I might defend this tomb, if need arose. I don't really get it, but it looks like there might be some treasure waiting for me in that tomb. At last, thou hast revealed thy true nature. The protection of mine house from such miscreant thieves, as thee is the purpose of mine resurrection. Toya Soto Mimo no Miko was resurrected, as well as Mononobe no Futo, a follower that wants to become a hermit. Kind of like Shao to Byakuren. Okay. Inscribe into thy very body this fusion of the secret art of the Mononobe and the way of the Tao. Okay, there she goes on the boat. The master's parking at that looks stupid for me. I don't see a way for that. Gotcha. I was doing just fine. What happened there? Byakuren is a Buddhist, Miko is a Taoist, so they will fight. Religious war in 13.5. Okay, thank you very much for giving that away. Yeah, just micro-dodge the arrows. I should have just done that rather than try and actually utilize the mechanic. Is that what you're telling me? Would have been good to know that a little bit earlier. I apologize on some of it, but again, I'm kind of blaming it on the game here in terms of my bad mood. I set things up today to really enjoy today in terms of getting to start up a new Touhou game, but man, these unique mechanics are getting on my nerves. Okay, you're recommending I micro-dodge them. So I'll go ahead and try that out and see how that gets me. Okay, see, there. That, I'll admit, was me getting a bit overwhelmed and was a bit more of a fair death. I probably should have bombed that. And that was my mistake to where that felt like a bit more of a fair death compared to what happened throughout the majority of the game where it felt like unfair deaths. So I think it isn't just the mechanic alone that upsets me, it's a lot of the unfair deaths that I've been getting throughout these runs. That's what it feels to me, they feel unfair. Like, how was I supposed to know that was going to happen kind of deaths? Groundwork for a good Touhou game is here. Like, some attacks like these, they're maybe in some way challenging, but still a fun attack to try and avoid. Hast thou conditioned thy body for this encounter? Yeah, for my health. Alas, mine power doth lack greatly its usual potency, so soon after resurrection. In such a state as this, I was without recourse to prevent my... I guess Yoshika Nons are unfriendly for first... Wait, Yoshika Nons are unfriendly. I don't know what Yoshika Nons are. Unfriendly for first timers. In such a state as this, I was without remorse to prevent my defeat. A lame excuse, not that I might know. Well then, with that, I'll be investigating inside. Nay, stay a moment. These shades that doth linger about the yard. Vulgar spirits, man. Yoshika, third boss, non-spell cards. Oh yeah, the zombie. The crown prince hath been resurrected. The ones where bullets spawn directly. Oh yeah, okay. Crown prince hath been resurrected. I cannot remain hither like this. Excuse me if thou wouldst. Hey, you're just gonna leave me here? Well, whatever. I guess I can come in then. The ones were... Okay, I read that already. Alright, this one I go after the squad leaders. Oh, no, wait, no, I want to wait until I go specifically for the spirits and then grab them quickly, right? So I can grab as many of these spirits as possible, or what? I forget how this works. You mentioned to, like, partially attack them or something, then go for the spirit. I forget the details. But you were recommending I go for this stuff often, and then I do something to get some time, or like some bomb spirits to appear, and then I go into the spirit realm to utilize that to my advantage. I forget how it works. My apologies for forgetting, but again, this is still my first time playing. It's gonna take some getting used to. I was just about to go in, and then of course I get hit. Oh my goodness, I'm mad. As soon as this runs over, I am gonna be ready for a break. Oh, now a bomb spirit appears right when I already lost out on the spirit realm opportunity because I had to get hit. Kill the ghosts instead of the fairies during trance bomb. Okay. Place is bigger than I thought. Now then, is there anything of value around here? There is. There is. This place is filled with priceless valuables that are irreplaceable. Whoops, someone showed up. Take a look around. These transient lights, like stars in the sky. Each and every one of them is a human desire. Observe a human's desires, and you can realize the entirety of that human, the past, the present, and the future as well. I'm not making the joke again, because I've lost my good mood. Also, might say that this mausoleum, this Shinsokyo, is Akashic Records. Excuse me. Since there's a bomb at the end of the Tale of the Fairies, you can use trance and collect bombs. I didn't see any bombs, though. Is it, like, only when I'm in trance mode? So kills. Understanding everything for desires. I finally understand now. You gathered the divine spirits here, didn't you? That's right. Although, technically speaking, not entirely so. These desires gathered here themselves, after instinctively sensing my resurrection. How convenient. So used to... Oh, I remember that. To one such as I, who has been each of your 10 desires. Your past and your future are visible. You will defeat me and then search this mausoleum. If you don't kill the fairies, you can notice a green ghost that if killed, spawn a bomb. Okay, I'll try that next time. So you don't mind if I beat you? You'll never manage to govern over these desires either way. My ability to hear and understand 10 desires at once is necessary for that. Now attempt to defeat me and lay bare your own desire. Alright, here we get to the one boss that actually is a legit challenge, in my opinion anyway. I mean, I know the previous boss maybe had some challenge to it, but this is the only one that feels like a real challenge, like, in terms of the kind of challenges I've been facing in previous games. If that makes any sense. What? What hit me there? Did it... Okay, from what I saw, did the beams just shoot down on me? Because to me that looked like the beams just shot down on me there. Kill the fairies and ghost enemies. Disappear, so you... Wait. All ghost enemies disappear. So, oh, yeah, I understand that part. If you kill the fairies... don't kill the fairies, you can notice it. Oh, I read that already. Alright. I got it. You don't need to repeat what I already know. Alright. I'm back. Don't just stay buying into a exciting real light. Cleaning the washing machine. Tile screen spirits are different. Because that's how they look when you are in trance. Oh, of course, only in trance mode. Nowhere else. Yeah, I went to... Alright, I'm thinking of ending the stream early. Not because of the game, but because, Paul Blart Mall Cop is on TV. I know I just got back and all, but I kind of want to watch Paul Blart Mall Cop. This game really is... kind of not good enough good first impression, and I kind of don't want to skip on a really hilarious movie when this game has really put me in a bad mood, so I'm going to end stream early. Sorry, everyone.